team. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, time to get it going. Will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back in Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
42, Spider. 4-2.
They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all. Expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the move, it's Barnes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll try the left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. Down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Might as well stick with him. A 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. 1st down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. It's a seam wide open. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Might as well give it to him again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Trying play action. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they'd missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance.
There he goes! Wide open spaces. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. He's up to 41 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. To the air. It's Hoover. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've moved closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And here comes the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State found victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Lopez wants to fire. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. Use the play fake, down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Running to Green. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Completes it in the middle. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The running back has it. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UTSA looked less like a pack of road runners and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in San Antonio, and today they found a way outside of the Alamo Dome. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Fights off a defender.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look, they're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Oh, he can't hang on, and those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball, they take their eyes away. Really got to do a good job of looking it in and securing the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
And I just love the execution. This offense late in the half, man. You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The snap sets up to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the quarterback, caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now they'll have to decide if they want to go for the long field goal attempt here just before halftime. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A little screen to the running back. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They get to him as he throws. Finds his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down?
Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the quarterback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Goss. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll try the counter. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Lopez to pass. Got it set up on the outside. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying to do it on the ground. The Tar
Week, they were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And the ball's on the ground. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Throws for the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Off the play fake. Under fire. This time he's got his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key.
Headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. Lopez to pass. Touchdown, Tar Heel! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Line is set on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working there.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Look at the big fella roll. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
On the double.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hoover. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter.
It's all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch, and this offense has some momentum now.
Lopez wants to fire. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They go to the ground. Ernie on the Jets. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Keeps the play going. He'll pull it down. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming, and they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked.
It's a running room. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
The Horned Frogs inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And, David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.